When we say evil, the one thing immediately comes in our mind is a picture of dangerous monster who will harm us physically, maybe by eating us or killing us or whatever imagination we have picked during our life from TV screens, horror movies and stories. And people who show same obvious natures like killing, kidnapping or robbing someone, everyone declares these actions of being evil. Which is true. But in our normal daily life, we keep ignoring this creature. If we are not killing or robbing someone, we think that we are free of this, and we have been left alone, and they are no more a problem for us. But unlike our imagination, this monster is described differently in sacred books. Throughout history, human being was warned about this enemy. And they always wanted us to know this creature, because he is a main character in our life. If you want to be successful, be it your business, achieving spiritual enlightenment, or your personal life, it is not possible without knowing this cunning monster's deceptions. For example, here we see few verses from different scriptures like Bible, Quran and Bhagavad-Gita talking about this. Be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy the devil prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. My Lord, I seek refuge in you from the whispers of the devils. O you who believe, you shall embrace total submission. Do not follow the steps of evil, for he is your most ardent enemy. When we surrender devotionally to God, Krishna, evil loses its power over us. And the last one, which says, submit yourselves to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Like this, in every scripture and sacred book there are many of these warnings, to reveal its role in our daily life, how these creatures work and create obstacles in our way to success and manifesting our desires, and at last how we can save ourselves from these whispers. The main thing we should know is that this monster, no matter how large or small we think it is hidden in our own minds, which makes it challenging for us to detect. And from inside our minds, he keeps whispering all the time, and keeps interpreting situations and translating speech to us, and continue to provide consultation in every situation and matter whether you ask for it or not. You may not see him, but if you pay attention you can definitely hear him. He is the whisperer, that small little voice which is going on unconsciously inside you, non-stop for 24 hours and 7 days a week. Your ideal or aim of life is to build a business or make money. But inside, you, instead of having this discussion about your aim, you are constantly fighting on a point with your wife or husband or a friend. Just to let you know, a discussion which was already done in the past and is over. But now you and your eternal friend the devil, playing roles of different characters of that discussion or unfortunate fight that you had with your wife or husband or friend a week or a month ago. Don't be amazed, sometimes even it is a year ago. In this videos, I don't want to discuss every aspect, that how this monster affect human mind and heart to create discomfort and disease. I leave that for your own research and study. But I want to talk about one main trick that he uses, which is the big evil of all and the root cause of our failure in achieving our goals in life, and that is indecision. Accurate analysis of over 25,000 men and women who had experienced failure disclosed the fact that lack of decision was near the head of the list of the major causes of failure. This is no mere statement of a theory, it is a fact. Indecision or procrastination, the opposite of decision, is a common enemy which practically every man must conquer. Analysis of several hundred people who had accumulated fortunes well beyond the $1 million mark disclosed the fact that every one of them had the habit of reaching decisions promptly or quickly. And if, or when they needed to change these decisions, they changed it very slowly. People who fail to accumulate money, without exception, have the habit of reaching decisions, if at all, very slowly, and of changing these decisions quickly and often. The majority of people who fail to accumulate money sufficient for their needs are generally easily influenced by the opinions of others. They permit the newspapers and the gossiping neighbors to do their thinking for them. Opinions are the cheapest commodities on earth. Everyone has a flock of opinions ready to be wished upon anyone who will accept them. If you are influenced by opinions when you reach decisions, you will not succeed in any undertaking, especially it is accurate when it comes to transmuting your own desire into money. If you are influenced by the opinions of others, you will have no desire of your own. Keep your own counsel. When you begin to put into practice this principle, by reaching your own decisions and following them, take no one into your confidence, except those who will be in complete sync and harmony with your purpose. Close friends and relatives, while not meaning to do so, often handicap one through opinions and sometimes through ridicule, which is meant to be humorous. Thousands of men and women carry inferiority complexes with them all through life, because some well-meaning, but ignorant person destroyed their confidence through opinions or ridicule. You have a brain and mind of your own. Use it, and reach your own decisions. If you need facts or information from other people to enable you to reach decisions, as you probably will in many instances, acquire these facts or secure the information you need quietly, without disclosing your purpose. It is characteristic of people who have but a superficial or a veneer of knowledge to try to give the impression that they have much knowledge. Such people generally do too much talking and too little listening. Keep your eyes and ears wide open and your mouth closed if you wish to acquire the habit of prompt decision. Those who talk too much do little else. If you talk more than you listen, you not only deprive yourself of many opportunities to accumulate useful knowledge, but you also disclose your plans and purposes to people who will take great delight in defeating you, because they envy you. Remember, also, that every time you open your mouth in the presence of a person who has an abundance of knowledge, you display to that person your exact stock of knowledge, or your lack of it. Genuine wisdom is usually conspicuous through modesty and silence. Keep in mind the fact that every person with whom you associate is, like yourself, seeking the opportunity to accumulate money. If you talk about your plans too freely, you may be surprised when you learn that some other person has beaten you to your goal by putting into action ahead of you the plans of which you talked unwisely. Let one of your first decisions be to keep a closed mouth and open ears and eyes. Write it in gold and keep it in front of your eyes. Tell the world what you intend to do, but first show it. The value of decisions depends upon the courage required to render them. Socrates' decision to drink the cup of poison, rather than compromise in his personal belief, was a decision of courage. It turned time ahead 1,000 years, and gave to people then unborn the right to freedom of thought and of speech. Always remember this: if you want to defeat the monster within, that definiteness of decision always requires courage, sometimes very great courage. As it is said, either freedom or death on a decision. So submit yourselves to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. It is our wish and our blessing that things you never thought possible will happen to you. To support us, please subscribe the channel, Rumi Sufi Mystic, and press the like button.